Hello and good morning. My name is John Dean. Thanks very much for the opportunity to speak with you here this morning. Today I want to talk to you about a moment that has changed my life forever. And when I first heard this prompt, I kept thinking about these times in my life, these freeze frame moments, these record scratch, how did I get here moments. And the first one I thought of was possibly the most emotional experience of my life. It's when I found out that the Easter Bunny wasn't real. That was a hard pill to swallow. That was a tough day. And quite frankly, maybe there's a little bit too much emotional baggage on that one for us to unpack here today. So I had to think of something else. The next thing I came to was my time working on a cattle ranch, having to move these 1,000-pound animals where I needed them to go, really looking the bull in the eyes. And while that's intense, it's not what I wanted to talk to you about today. I wanted to talk about a moment that has most impacted who I am as a person in my life. And that moment was when I was sat down my freshman year at a new high school by my freshman advisor, and he told me that this school wasn't the right place for me, that it wasn't a good fit, and that I couldn't be successful here. But the fact of the matter was that I knew that it was the right place for me, that I did fit, and that I could be successful. Just to give you a little bit of background, my father had gotten a new job at a high-level college preparatory school, and I had the opportunity to attend because of it. Freshman year was tough. You see, I have diagnosed learning disabilities. I have dyslexia, dysgraphia, a little bit of ADD pinch in there to keep it interesting. Basically what that means is that I've got medically bad handwriting and that I can't spell to save my life. And I was at a school that really wasn't equipped and had never dealt with these learning differences before. So I was really treading on broken ground, and it was intense and it was hard. And I knew that if I needed to succeed, there were three primary facets to do so. First, I needed to be a self-advocate. Second, I needed to be able to play to my strengths. And finally, I needed to be able to fight through adversity every single day. Being a self-advocate was first. I needed to tell these teachers who I was and what I needed to be successful. The fact of the matter was that my father worked at the school, so he couldn't be there holding the hand of the teacher, asking for any exceptions. That had to be me. I had to find out what was going to work, and I had to build these relationships so that they would be successful, so that me and the teacher could work together and be a successful team. And this is a skill that I employ every day at our job now, right? Building these relationships and utilizing them for our mutual success. So I had to build these relationships. I had to be a self-advocate, but I also had to know my limitations. I needed to play to my strengths. The fact of the matter is, if I'm in Spanish class and there's a spelling test, I'm not going to do well on it. There are things in school that I was never going to be able to succeed in, no matter what. And I had to understand that and go the extra mile on everything else. I had to speak more in class to show these teachers that I understood the material, even if that didn't come through on the spelling test. I needed to take every opportunity for an extra credit opportunity. For example, maybe a speech competition, so that I could see those relationships that I built, that I had those teachers' backs, because I knew that they had mine. Finally, I had to be able to have the right attitude, because if I had these relationships built and I was doing the right thing, I needed to show everyone else that I was going to be successful, because the fact of the matter is that I had to battle through adversity every single day. There were people at the school who either didn't believe in it or didn't think that it was fair that I was getting these other sanctioned abilities, whether it be dictation software or extra time on a test. There were people, and this is true in the world, that aren't going to be able to bend to your will, aren't going to be there to support you. And I had to show them that I was able to do it on the long run. I had to show them that I was willing to put my nose to the grindstone, and no one would be able to deny that I was working as hard as I possibly could. I had to battle through adversity. So we knew that to be successful, I had to be a self-advocate. We know that I had to build these relationships and then go the extra mile. Utilize my skill set to show that I was able to be successful. Finally, I needed to be able to battle through adversity, prove to those people that didn't believe in me that I was there to work, that I did fit. When it came down to it, being sat down by my freshman advisor telling me that I couldn't succeed, that this wasn't the right place for me, gave me the strength and the ability to hone my skills to become successful. My senior year, I was elected the person to speak at my graduation. The next year, I went on and actually became a published author in a research study talking about college preparatory schools and learning disabilities within them. It set me up to be successful not only in college, but for the remainder of my life. It turned out that my prep school prepped me well for life. My ask for you today here is to give me the ability to continue to hone my skills, to utilize these skills in the next level of this competition. Thanks very much for your time today. My name is John Dean. I appreciate it. Thank you, and have a great day.